Here comes the gust front. It's passing over me right now. There it comes. Very strong winds are coming in right now. There's even some blowing dust. If you look down there, you see some dusty color. This is a gust front from a very powerful squall line. You got leaves flying and all this. Woo. There might be some hail with this too, because very winds are right now about, I would say, 30, 35. But look at that fast-moving scud. Very fast-moving gust front scud right there. Meaning it's not too high up. Yeah, it's probably only, 2,000 feet? And then look at those colors. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but there's some blue and green in there, indicating there might be some hail. Yeah, look at that. Look at those scuds coming in. Yeah, look at that. Look at that right there. That's a very fast-moving scud. That's going like 60 miles an hour. That is some very, very strong winds coming in. Wow. Yeah, winds are about to get very, very strong. That is some very fast-moving scud. It's only drizzling right now, but that's rain being shoved. That's, mist, because it's so windy that the rain is being forced out. Not big drops, but mist. Look at that scud. I mean, those winds at the top of the buildings must be like 50 to 60 miles an hour. Yeah, this is definitely a severe thunderstorm. Yeah, and that color, that means hail. We're about to get some hail. Not big hail, but hail. Probably pea-sized. Even though this is a thunderstorm. And look at that mist. Look at all that mist. It's not pouring right now. It's just mist right now. We're getting a light drizzle. And blowing. All right. We're getting light rain right now. Mist, like a drizzle. Yeah, it's a very misty rain. A very fast-moving scud coming in. Yeah, very fast. Look how fast that scud's moving. That is extremely fast-moving scud. I'm really surprised the winds aren't as bad as they could have been. Here comes the hail shaft. I was expecting them to be much worse than they actually were, but aloft they look very fast. This really tried to gust out, but yeah. Still very strong winds coming in. Woo! These are some very ferocious winds. Yeah, look at that Vertucci effect right there. Winds are being funneled against the side of the building and then forced to go out. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, now the winds are getting bad. Now they're getting bad. Yeah. Yeah. Again, fast-moving scud. All right. We got very strong winds in the city right now. Woo! Okay. That's going to be some good B-roll. All right. Go in. Surprisingly, there hasn't been that much CG. Again, the storm gusted itself out. Usually most of your lightning with this kind of storm is going to be behind the storm from your ascending front to rear inflow, because this is a squall line, not a traditional thunderstorm. This is a squall. Squalls don't usually produce hail. It's usually discrete storms that do. I could hear the thunder from behind me. Now we're getting a heavy rain. Moderate to heavy rain right now in New York City. Still seeing the back end of the gust front. Just gonna check the radar for just a split sec. It's really bad. Yeah, we're having a thunderstorm. It should be done in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes?
Yeah. Oh, the worst should be done in 10.
Okay.
I would wait.
Yeah.
Still. The worst of the winds have calmed down. Oh, sorry. The worst of the winds have calmed down. But there is some very strong winds just to my west that might dip just to my south. Yeah, some of the strongest winds are just to my south by about like a mile or two, but west, but should pass to my south by just a little bit. I might get clipped by some of those very strong winds. And there's actually like a bow echo segment with a kink that's going to pass just to my southeast. And if it does come over, we could get some very, very strong winds. But I think that's going to go to Brooklyn and Queens, specifically to my southeast. I'm in Chelsea, Lower Manhattan, getting some very severe thunderstorms. Getting a squall line. It is absolutely pouring. I mean, keep in mind the dew point's been in the 70s all day, so they're just squeezing out all this moisture along this cold front. Right now, the winds initially were very strong. The scud, if you were watching the beginning of the video, was moving very fast, like over 50 miles an hour. Because keep in mind, it was above those buildings. So yeah, those scud was moving 50, 60. Uh-oh. She's making a run for it. I told her not to. It's going to be completely soaked, but... Anyway, most of your thunder and lightning are usually behind squall lines because this is known as a phenomenon caused by this ascending front to rear inflow. This wasn't like a true like thin squall line. This is more of a thick multi-cell squall line. And it wasn't moving directly like this. It was moving like this, but this is looking north. So it was moving southwest to northeast, so this way, but your outflow was going this way. And so new storms were constantly forming right just behind the outflow boundary. That's how normally squall lines work. The outflow boundaries force the moisture up, form new convection. And today's squall line wasn't moving too quickly east, but it was moving east at a